Okay, so it's Tuesday, it's 4 p.m. and we are live. We are live at a number of platforms, including Zoom and YouTube, right? Okay, welcome everybody to episode 2 to understand the power of belief. So welcome everybody from different platforms, whoever has joined from,
Okay,
number
so
of,
it's Tuesday, it's
right?
4 p.m.
Let's start. So let's first revise what we did in the episode 1, right? Let's look into that as well. Because a quick recap, if anybody missed the first episode about power of belief. Give me a second because there's a lot of technical things around. Yes. Okay, so in the first episode, the power of belief, we did talk about the 3 reasons that you need to change your belief or you need to work on your beliefs. Why? Because first you form your beliefs, that belief forms your life. Then every behavior that ever you want to change or adapt is belief driven. And if you don't want to be an example of wasted potential, because it could be just one belief that is stopping you from all the way around. How our belief forms, we learn that beliefs are formed by continuous repetition. It could have been from your childhood. And why are you not able to change them? Because you have magnified the evidences under that belief. उस belief के अंदर जो भी evidences हैं, उनको आपने बहुत ज़्यादा magnify किया हुआ है. So I would recommend anybody who's not seen that episode 1, please go and watch that. Before I start with episode 2, anybody who's watching me and hearing me for the first time, give me a minute to just tell again about myself. I'm an educator turned life coach. I empower you with mind tools not taught in schools. I help you achieve self-mastery at thought, emotions, and vibrational level to beat the repetitive patterns of stress, failure, fears, depression and anxiety to create finally your desired life. So today, as promised, we'll be talking about biology of belief, that how your belief, right, affects your biology or your body. And I've been reading, I've read earlier also, but this book by cell biologist Bruce H. Lipton, and I'll be quoting him straight, right? So today we'll be talking about the difference between nature versus nurture, that is DNA versus environment, and which is more powerful on you as this energetic being, as this human being, as a piece of energy. What has more effect on you? You have number of layers to yourself, right? You have this body layer, and then you have energy layers, and then you have thought layer, you have emotions. Overall you are this energetic being. And let's see what is more powerful, nature versus nurture, or DNA versus environment. So as I will quote straight away Bruce H. Lipton, who was a professor and used to teach cell biologist, teach cell biology and a cell biologist, that cell's life is majorly controlled by the physical and energetic environment and not by its genes. Epigenetics is a science of how environmental signals select, modify, and regulate gene activity. Our genes are constantly remodeled in response to the life experiences. Also, that single cells are capable of learning through the environmental experiences and are capable to create cellular memories which they pass on to their offsprings. So here it is clearly decoded here that DNA, अब आपका belief है, I'll quote somebody in my relation, like, so her father has diabetes, and then her even grandfather or somebody grandparent also had diabetes. So now there is a belief in the system that I will definitely have diabetes. And I have explained earlier also that you have a magnified view of few examples. Then I asked her that, okay, tell me that your father had diabetes. How about your father's brothers and sisters? Okay, they did not have diabetes. And I said, why do you think कि तुम्हें मिलेगी diabetes when your father's brothers and sisters and number of other, तुम्हारे DNA में सिर्फ एक तुम ही तो नहीं हो. There is a huge lineage. Why are you considering yourself special enough? And it has been proved when you think about it like this, your cells accept it at a cellular memory. तो अगर आप लेकर चल रहे हैं कि हाँ भाई मुझे तो ये बीमारी आनी है, तो यू आर द वन हु इज मैनिफेस्टिंग इट रादर देन योर डीएनए. आपके डीएनए से ज्यादा आपका एनवायरनमेंट इसको इफेक्ट कर रहा है. एंड हियर आई वांट टू एक्सप्लेन नॉट जस्ट एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट बट इवन इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट. तो जो हम इतने बड़े सेल्स हैं, 100 ट्रिलियन सेल्स, एवरी सेल हैज इट्स ओन इंटेलिजेंस. हर एक सेल का अपना इंटेलिजेंस है. Every cell has its own intelligence. Every cell, its unique learning and unique, which is given further. So now I'll repeat again that external and internal environment. What is external environment? Where the people form your beliefs. What is internal environment? Where you are continuously thinking, आप continuously एक बारे के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, चाहे fearful सोच रहे हैं, चाहे anxiety सोच रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके बारे में आपने एक internal environment create किया हुआ है, और वो internal environment आपके cells उसको select भी करते हैं, उसको learn भी करते हैं, उसको accept भी करते हैं, खुद को modify भी करते हैं. But it can modify it for happy life also and for disease life also. So it starts from a belief. It all starts from a belief. And जिस चीज को आप DNA में कह भी रहे हैं, single gene disorders affect less than 2% of the population. So जो actually जिसे आप genetically diseased कह भी रहे हैं, yes, they do exist, but they are less than 2% of the population. And diseases like diabetes, heart disease, cancers, these are complex interactions among multiple genes and environmental factors. और अब स्टडी की जा रही है, जिन लोगों को कैंसर होता है उनकी पास्ट लाइफ को स्टडी किया जा रहा है. पास्ट लाइफ मींस द प्रेजेंट लाइफ, ऑलराइट, नॉट द लाइफ बर्थ. सो उनकी पास्ट लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस को स्टडी किया जा रहा है, और वहां पे इट इज फाउंड दैट दे डू हैव ट्रॉमास. एक ऐसा कुछ ना कुछ उनके लाइफ में ट्रॉमा था which was not processed, because emotional processing हमें सिखाई नहीं जाती. Mind tools not taught in schools. It is not taught to us how to process our emotions. तो जब वो emotions process नहीं हुए, and that self hatred maybe, or that trauma that happened due to whatever environment into your life, you created an internal traumatic environment as well, and your cells accepted it. And that is where you finally, after certain years, आपके cells ने वो disease create कर दिया. So how many of you have understood so far and are enjoying it? Type down EN, that all right, it's a belief. It's finally a belief. Type down EN if you're enjoying that. How? And anybody who's interested in, like somebody who knows hardcore biology, this book is worth a read, you know. But this is only for people who understand the biological terms, you know. All the biology people here, definitely go read this book, because this will explain how a particular belief just shifts entirely. Bruce H. Lipton himself had a belief that he cannot have personal happy life if he's professionally achieving. Just one single belief was not letting him manifest anything, right? So definitely go and get this book if you are into biology. Otherwise, it's a hardcore biology there. Fine. Now let's move ahead. That how does this belief, you know, let's move to the next topic, that, you know, how does that belief heal us, or how does a belief create diseases in us? So Albert Masson healed a boy's wart, and later it was discovered that it wasn't just a wart, but a lethal genetic disease by placebo effect, by hypnosis. You know, he was actually put into the trance where he was made to believe that his one side is completely clean, you know, and the skin is getting healed. And the skin did heal. That means the cells are continuously listening to you. So I am not talking here about the infectious diseases, because that is where you catch up by somebody else. But I'm talking about the diseases you are creating. How are you creating these diseases? You are creating these diseases by your thoughts, because mind and body are one system. Let's look at certain examples. अब सारा दिन आप एक जगह बैठ के जब कंटिन्यूसली सोचते रहते हैं, ओवर थिंकिंग करते रहते हैं, या एंक्शियस रहते हैं, व्हाई डज योर बॉडी फील टायर्ड? आपकी बॉडी क्यों थक जाती है? आप तो एक ही जगह बैठे थे, फिजिकल पावर तो आपने यूज ही नहीं की, but still you feel extremely exhausted, and your body reacts to every thought here. Every thought here. Plus, your mind doesn't differentiate between reality and imagination. So, whatever goes in your brain, in your neurons, exactly that happens in your body as well. For example, जब आप यहाँ confused हैं, totally dilemmas में हैं, और हो सकता है आपका dilemma बहुत in depth में हो, और आपका डायलेमा इतना ज्यादा है कि योर वन पार्ट सेज एक्स एंड योर अदर पार्ट सेज वाई. आप इतना स्ट्रांगली दो ऑप्शंस को लेके, अपने बिलीफ्स को लेके अंदर ही एक लड़ाई चल पड़ी है, मे बी वैल्यू सिस्टम की लड़ाई चल पड़ी है. एग्जैक्टली सेम पॉइंट पे आपके सेल्स में भी वही कंफ्यूजन शुरू हो जाता है, एंड दैट इज वेयर ऑटो इम्यून डिजीजेस पॉप अप. व्हाट आर ऑटो इम्यून डिजीजेस? कि आपका अपना ही बॉडी सेल अपने ही बॉडी सेल को पहचान नहीं पाता कि अपना कौन है, पराया कौन है, पैथोजन कौन है, बाहर से कौन सा वायरस आया है, और अपना पोर्शन कौन सा है. इट स्टार्ट्स किलिंग ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबडी. दैट्स ऑटो इम्यून. लाइक अपना ही इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम अपने ही खिलाफ चला गया. उस लेवल में आप क्यों जाते हो? बिकॉज देयर हैज बीन अ हेल लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, हेल लॉट ऑफ डायलेमास हियर. सो माइंड एंड बॉडी आर वन सिस्टम. Secondly, like when you go into anxious state, so anxiety is your creation. बिकॉज आइदर यू आर इन द पास्ट और यू आर इन द फ्यूचर. तो प्रेजेंट में तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा आपके साथ. पास्ट में जो हुआ था आप उसको याद कर रहे हो, देन यू आर रिलीजिंग दोज केमिकल्स. या फ्यूचर को लेके वरिड हो, देन यू आर रिलीजिंग दोज केमिकल्स. यू आर इन एन एंजाइटी स्टेट. नाउ द स्टेट ऑफ एंजाइटी इज लाइक अ वॉर फॉर योर माइंड एंड बॉडी सिस्टम. आपके इम्यूनिटी के लिए वो एक वॉर लाइक स्टेट होता है कि कोई खतरा है आसपास. आपके इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम के लिए इट्स अ टाइगर विच हैज कम टू किल यू. क्योंकि आपका रेप्टिलियन माइंड आज भी केव में के हिसाब से जीता है, यू नो, अकॉर्डिंग टू द केव्स. और उसके लिए आज भी कोई भी थ्रेट आता है तो वो टाइगर मारने ही आया हुआ है. So no flight and fight modes. So now when you are anxious, either because of thinking about past or about future, you are anxious. Present में कुछ नहीं हो रहा आपके साथ. And 90% of your fears never turn into reality. They already only live here in your mind. Right? अब वो 90% of the fear body accept करती है और anxious state में रहती है. And that is a state of war. उसमें क्या होता है? Resources use होते हैं. अब अगर दो देशों में भी वॉर होगी तो रिसोर्सेज तो यूज होंगे ना, प्रोटेक्शन तो कमजोर हो ही जाएगी. अगर 10-10 दिन तक वॉर चलेगी, यू विल लूज सोल्जर्स ऑल्सो, यू विल लूज प्रोटेक्शन ऑल्सो, यू विल लूज ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दैट योर इम्यूनिटी स्टार्ट्स डिप्लीटिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द बिलीफ एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द थॉट्स. तो आप खुद ही अपने अंदर वो इम्यूनिटी क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. यू आर वीकनिंग योर इम्यूनिटी बाय कॉन्स्टेंट स्टेट ऑफ फियर एंड एंजाइटी. Right? How many of you understood this? Type down you that this is how my body reacts. तभी आप थक जाते हैं सारे दिन एक जगह बैठ के. Mental pressure is cell pressure. Mental dilemmas is cell dilemmas. Mental stress is physical stress. So mind and body are one system. Right? Type down one, mind and body are one system. Type down one. और हमेशा याद रखें इस चीज को. Mind and body are one system. Man, type down one. Yeah, good. Type down one. That mind and body are one system. That is how you create diseases. Now, how belief also affects it. Placebo and the nocebo effects. Your thoughts create your belief, and then your belief creates your reality. पहले आपके थॉट से शुरू हुआ सब कुछ, जो बिलीफ तक पहुंचा, और ये ना विशियस साइकिल है. फिर बिलीफ से आप दोबारा वैसा ही सोचते रहते हो और अपनी लाइफ क्रिएट करते रहते हो. अगर there was this experiment done in the Ohio University with rats. उनको literally गलत खाना दिया जाता था, high cholesterol food. So there was experiment done with two group of rats. तो जब एक के साथ experiment किया गया था, they were given the same food, but the other ones were given with a lot of love, with a lot of pampering. You know, the rabbits, not rats, rabbits. The rabbits were pampered well. They were loved, nurtured. The environment was really good when they were fed that high cholesterol food. And after a month when they were tested, जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल का जो नेगेटिव इफेक्ट उनकी बॉडी पे आना था वो नहीं आया. The only difference between the two group was that the second group was given lot of love, lot of nurture, lot of environment. उनको पकड़ पकड़ के पैट कर करके तब उनको वो सब दिया गया था. So imagine that when you're given that love environment externally, and of course you feel it internally, the poison also turns into nectar. तो जब आप खाना खाते हैं और खाना खाने से पहले एक बिलीफ रख लेते हैं, ओ इससे तो आई विल टर्न फैट, यू विल टर्न फैट, दिस इज नॉट गुड फॉर माय बॉडी, it will not be good for your body. How about having empowering beliefs like, oh, my body can digest anything? You know, you have made a belief system that this will fit into my body, this will not fit into my body. Oh, this is not going to give me this. Oh, this is belief system only. This is your belief system. So your belief system affects even the kind of food that you will eat. तभी बोला जाता था ना कि माँ के हाथ का खाना अलग होता है, because the mother feeds with a lot of love. You know why the food vibrations affect you? Because you have a belief, oh, it's a home food, oh, this is this food, oh, this is that food. इससे आजकल वैसे भी इंफॉर्मेशन ज्यादा है, so oh, इसको खा के तो कैंसर हो जाता है. Your cells are listening and your cells are creating it. And your cells are programmed for everything. Naturally, आप programmed हैं health के लिए, happiness के लिए. But one day you have to die. So you have a program of death and disease also. So when you tell yourself, your cells continuously, इसको खा के तो कैंसर हो जाएगा, इसको खा के तो बीमारी हो जाएगी, इसको खा के तो ये हो जाएगा. So you are manifesting it. आप अपने cells को program कर रहे हैं उस चीज के लिए. So you have to work on your beliefs a lot if you want a fit body also. एक फिट बॉडी चाहिए तो पहले थॉट्स को मास्टर करना पड़ेगा. एंड इफ यू वांट टू मास्टर थॉट्स, आई एम कमिंग अप विद 5 days लाइफ हाउ टू ओवरकम ओवर थिंकिंग, इज हाउ टू हार्नेस दिस पावर ऑफ थॉट्स. क्योंकि थॉट से शुरू होता है. थॉट से शुरू होता है, फिर वो बिलीफ पे चला जाता है. बिलीफ का मतलब क्या होता है? एक गहरा थॉट, बहुत ही गहरा विचार, दैट इज बिलीफ. राइट, उसमें एविडेंसेस होंगे, उसमें इमोशंस होंगे, उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें होंगी. राइट, सो आई एम कमिंग अप विद अ 5-day लाइफ वेयर वी टॉकिंग अबाउट द पावर ऑफ थॉट्स एंड हाउ टू ओवरकम एंड हाउ टू शिफ्ट देम. But so far, so we have understood that comparison between nature and nurture, or DNA or environment has far more bigger effect on you. In fact, in this book, there is a beautiful chapter which reads, "It's environment, stupid." That's the exact heading of the chapter, that it is environment. After that, DNA is just 2%. बाकी आपका environment, external और internal, आपके अंदर बीमारियां पैदा करता है. But this also gives you the power to heal yourself. To heal yourself. अगर आपके पास, आपके बिलीफ में ये ताकत है कि आप बीमारियां पैदा कर सकते हैं जगह बैठ के, सिर्फ सोच के, सिर्फ बिलीफ्स के साथ, you can even heal yourself. You just need to tap into the power of thoughts. आपको सिर्फ उसमें tap in करना है. Fine. Now, how do we do that then? How to reframe the beliefs? कैसे reframe करें? So we have learned it last time also, that mind created a belief by repetition. So that is why mind learns by repetition, and you can start. आप शुरू कर सकते हैं पहले correct affirmation से. Correct affirmations, like whenever you have to eat something, you can bless this food and affirm that my body will digest this food really nicely. पर इसको एक बार बोल के हो जाएगा? नो. रेपिटेशन, माइंड लर्न्स बाय रेपिटेशन. जो आपने उल्टा फिनोमिना सीखा हुआ है वो भी ऐसे सीखा हुआ है. इफ एवरी बर्गर वाज कॉजिंग कैंसर, आई गेस द एंटायर अमेरिका वुड हैव बीन डेड बाय टुडे. इट्स नॉट जस्ट वन बर्गर व्हिच इज कॉजिंग कैंसर. आप गूगल पे जाओगे, ऑलमोस्ट हर चीज कैंसर ही करवा रही है आपको. बट कैंसर ज्यादातर बेसिकली बिकॉज ऑफ योर थॉट्स, बिकॉज ऑफ योर बिलीव्स, बिकॉज ऑफ द ट्रॉमा, बिकॉज ऑफ द कंफ्यूजन, बिकॉज ऑफ द डायलेमास, because you are not able to operate this mind and body system. You're not able to take charge over this body and the cells, and every cell has its own intelligence. पूरी इसके लिए साइंस है जो इस बात को स्टडी करती है कि आपका सेल क्यों सिलेक्ट करता है किसी एक चीज को और खुद को मॉडिफाई भी करता है. So what is more powerful? I want the answer. Nature or nurture? Means DNA or environment? What has more effect on you? I want this answer. Let's see if you've figured it out so far or not. So is it the DNA or the environment? I'm not denying the importance of DNA, but what is more? Environment. Yes, the nurture. How you nurture yourself, how you create the external environment and the internal environment. So affirmations is one of them. Start affirming good about your body. Start affirming good about your food, whatever you're feeding in, right? Start. Then next comes the journaling. जब आप journaling करते हैं तो भी आप repeat ही कर रहे हैं, because mind learns by repetition. राइट, माइंड लर्न्स बाय रेपिटेशन. तो आप जर्नलिंग करेंगे और खुद को एग्जांपल्स भी देंगे, एविडेंसेस भी देंगे जर्नलिंग के टाइम पे. दैट माय बॉडी इज सच अ स्ट्रॉन्ग हेल्दी बॉडी, दैट आई वाज सो एंड सो, like I lived with certain people who had COVID, but then I was fine. I love my body. My body is so good. You have to start journaling. You have to start journaling. Stress, we'll get into the root cause of stress later. Stress is your mind creations. Completely your mind creation, Ramesh. We'll do Q&A. And then the third is the visualization. Visualization is a very, very strong tool to change your beliefs. क्योंकि आप जब वो एंजाइटी कॉज कर रहे हो, आप विजुअलाइज ही कर रहे हो. We will even learn it to the 5 days course that there is something called visual memory and something called visual constructed. आप कंस्ट्रक्ट तो कर रहे हो फ्यूचर के बारे में, विजुअल हुआ थोड़ी है वो. इट्स योर इमेजिनेशन. तो जब आप इमेजिनेशन से खुद को एंजाइटी में डाल सकते हैं, तो आप विजुअलाइजेशन से, इमेजिनेशन से ही खुद को हील भी कर सकते हैं. यू कैन इवन कॉज दैट हीलिंग इन योर बॉडी. सो यू हैव टू ट्रस्ट योर सेल्फ, द विजुअलाइजेशन प्रोसेस. ठीक है, अगर मैं अभी आपको बोलूँ ना दैट क्लोज योर आईज एवरीबॉडी, आंखें बंद करेंगे, आंखें बंद करेंगे और विजुअलाइज करें कि आपके माथे के थोड़े से आगे एक मैग्नेट है जो आपको आपकी तरफ, मतलब आपको खींच रहा है. आपके माथे से जस्ट 5 इंचेस आगे एक मैग्नेट है जो आपको खींच रहा है. इट्स पुलिंग यू टुवर्ड्स इट. इट्स पुलिंग यू टुवर्ड्स इट. टाइप डाउन पी इफ यू फेल्ट द पुल. अगर आपको पुल फील हुआ, टाइप डाउन पी. टाइप डाउन पी इफ यू फेल्ट द पुल. अगर आपको पुल फील हुआ, दैट यस, yeah, p, you felt that pull. Where was the magnet? Nowhere. So if you can create that pull, why can't you heal your body? Why can't you manifest whatever you want? Mind is that superpower. Belief आपको समझना पड़ेगा, and if you work on your beliefs well, only then you will be able to create anything. अगर एक मैग्नेट और एक पुल आपकी बॉडी ने मान लिया, तो क्या आपकी बॉडी हीलिंग नहीं मान लेगी? बिल्कुल मान लेगी. Right? So that is mind and body are one system. You have to understand this. The day you are sick, your body is not well, you will not be able to think well. And the day you are, heavily loaded with something, you will not be able to move your body really well. So mind and body are one system. तो आप एक जगह बैठ के तसल्ली से फालतू में उल्टी सीधी चीजें इमेजिन करके एंजाइटी और डिजीजेस को बुला रहे हैं. Anxiety is almost the starting point of every disease. Right? So that will be all for today. And next time we will do that. What is the conscious mind belief and the subconscious mind beliefs? Like अभी आप affirmation शुरू कर दें, visualization शुरू कर दें, but आपको कुछ को result आपको जल्दी मिल जाएंगे, कुछ के results आपको मिलने में time लगेंगे. Why? Because it's a fight between the conscious beliefs that you're creating now and the subconscious mind beliefs that you have. And then how to recognize that limiting belief and reframe them. This is what we will do next time. Till then, bye-bye. And I hope I was able to add value to your life. Work on your beliefs. Start affirming good about your body. Start affirming good about your food. And, look into the belief system that is stopping you. See you again next Tuesday with the episode 3. Bye-bye. Yeah, you can sign up for the 5-day live. The link is in the description box. How to harness the power of thought to create your life.